It's lunchtime here on MFTV and the inquest has begun into the dropped points that mean Rafa Benitez is bang in trouble at Liverpool. As you all know by now, Ryan Babel came off the bench to hit a superb goal 7 minutes from time last night against Lyon, but the Liverpool defence got into a tangle later on and the French club scored to grab the point that puts them into the knockout stages. They've got 10 points. Fiorentina, who beat Debrecen 5-2, have got 9, and Liverpool are third with 4. It means that if Fiorentina beat a Lyon side, it will almost certainly give some of their squad players a run out in the next Champions League match day. Then Liverpool are out. Now, if you haven't already seen some of the papers, the back page of the Mirror says here, gutted. The Sun have got on their back page, Rafa's in for it. See what they did there? The Times have got a picture of Fernando Torres, who clearly isn't fit, but looking a bit annoyed to be taken off with a few minutes to go. And the Mail here say it all, down and on their way out. Now, we've had lots of emails on the subject, more than we've had for any other, to be fair. And Jeff in Berkshire says here, Rafa's got to go. He's taken the club as far as he can. Paul in Norwich saying here, he's had the time, he's had the money. You have to give him credit for winning the Champions League, but his time is up. But Davian Bootle's a fan of Rafa. He says, leave Rafa alone. He's been working with one hand tied behind his back. At Liverpool, we back our managers, not like at other clubs. And this one's a bit long, but we're going to read it. It's from Tegs in Liverpool. He says, at Liverpool, we are in it for the long haul. Other clubs might sack their managers at the first sign of trouble, but the reason that we've been able to build up such a proud heritage is because we're not just glory hunters. But so how about giving Rafa some space and some space to the people who want him to stay? Well, Tegs, I hope we've done just that. Keep your messages coming into us here at Mirror Football, whether you're for or against Rafa staying at Anfield. Now, as it's around lunchtime, I just want to point you in the direction of some developing stories, and this is a big one for you Arsenal fans. Stan Kroenke's increased his stake in Arsenal to 29.9%. It's been confirmed in a statement to the stock exchange this morning. He's a Denver-based sports magnate. He controls now 29.9% of the company, just sort of the 29.99% that would force him to make a bid to take over the club. Defending champions Barcelona could only draw with Russian side, and to be fair, unknown quantity Rubin Kazan last night. Their manager Pep Guardiola has been saying this morning that only time will tell whether or not it was a good point for them away to the Russian side, or whether it was 2 points dropped. Now, this is interesting. Bristol City have taken a major step forward in their plans to build a new stadium after the council agreed to a minded to approve decision. I don't know what that means, but looks like it's going to happen. They had a 4.5 meeting on Wednesday night. 7-2 verdict reached in favour of the club's plans to build a new arena on the site of the Alderman Moors allotments. So good news for you City fans. Also, UEFA say they're going to wait to receive their official delegates report later today before deciding what action to take over the fighting that marred the Champions League game last night between the Rangers and Unirea Uzacheni. You may have seen quite bad pictures on the telly that showed a number of travelling Rangers fans clashing with Romanian police in the stands, while one supporter we saw was seen to rip out a seat during the trouble. Police used CS gas spray in an effort to disperse the Gers fans during what Rangers supporters Assembly Chief Andy Kerr described as a minor incident. Didn't look that way. Just sticking with Scotland, and injured Celtic midfielders Scott Brown and Sean Maloney being omitted from the Scotland squad for next week's friendly in Wales. The SFA have confirmed that to us this morning. Also, the fit again forwards Ross McCormack and James McFadden, they've been recalled. And one other bit of breaking news for you today. The Sunderland striker Kenwyne Jones been fined by the club for his sending off against West Ham. You might remember the 25-year-old Trinidad and Tobago international was shown a red card for pushing defender Herita Ilunga during the 2-2 draw between the two clubs at the Stadium of Light last Saturday. Now, although his manager Steve Bruce was furious at Ilunga's reaction, remember he called him a pansy after the match, he was also upset with Jones and says he should have known better. Jones now has a 3-match ban, and he's going to miss Sunderland's trip to Spurs at the weekend. Now, if you're a regular on the Mirror Football site, you'll know that Martin Lipton, our chief football writer, normally does the big lunchtime read, but he's away on paternity leave. Good luck to him. So I've put down a few thoughts about West Ham's prospects for the remainder of the season. Make sure you have a look at that. Also, there are columns on the site today from my colleague James Nursey up in the Midlands. He's talking about a keeper dilemma for Alex McLeish at Birmingham. And also John Cross has done an excellent piece about Premier League players' obsession with the ratings that us journalists give them in the papers after matches. So make sure you take a look at that. We've got some transfer gossip for you today. Don't forget Football Spy is back every day from December the 1st. The Mail are saying today that Arsenal, Liverpool and Man City are in for the CSKA Moscow winger Milos Krasic. The Mail also say that the German side Hertha Berlin are in for Sol Campbell on a free transfer. They want to give him an 18-month contract. He's 35 years old. Our own Daily Mirror's got a fascinating one for you with Man United in for the Benfica winger Angel Di Maria, who has been a Chelsea target for quite some time. He should play tonight against Everton, so you can see what all the fuss is about. And we'll do one more. This is ambitious. Notts County have handed a trial to the 31-year-old former Porto, Deportivo and Juventus defender George Andrade. Good luck to them with that. And while we've been on, it's been a busy day here in the Mirror Football office. There have been a few more bits of news breaking. I'll give you just one. You can check the rest out on mirrorfootball.co.uk. The Middlesbrough boss Gordon Strachan's today signed the Aston Villa midfielder Isaiah Osborne on a 2-month loan deal. He's a Birmingham-born 21-year-old. He trained with Middlesbrough for the first time this morning. He's made 29 appearances for Villa since earning his senior debut 3 years ago. Remember, for all of that and for all of the breaking news today, log on to mirrorfootball.co.uk. MFTV is back with you tomorrow morning. I'll see you then.